Want to learn more about your furnace or air conditioner? Tune in this Saturday for free tips and expert advice on how to get the most out of your heating and air conditioning system. Or get a free AC rejuvenation by being the first person to go to cleanmyac.com. That's cleanmyac.com. Saturday, free tips and expert advice how to get the most out of your heating and air conditioning system. Or get a free AC rejuvenation by being the first person to go to cleanmyac.com. That's cleanmyac.com.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. Jerry Seinfeld, the comedian, has a routine that he used to do. He probably doesn't still do it. But anyway, he had a routine where he would talk about getting a cab in New York City and just getting in the back seat. And as crazy as the driver is driving, you say to yourself, well, this guy's a professional. He must know what he's doing. And you feel like you're in safe hands, right? This next interview is not about getting into taxi cabs, but it is about looking at a professional and saying, well, I don't have to worry about anything, right? These guys know what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Right? Well, what about medical things? I mean, you really need to know that somebody knows what they're doing. And some of these stories you see about plastic surgery specifically are really scary. Dr. Tracy Pfeifer is on the phone. Dr. Pfeifer is a board-certified plastic surgeon, and she wants to talk to us about the danger of plastic surgery injectables. And I would imagine that if there's anything dangerous that's being injected into you, it's probably one of those doctors that is not really qualified to be doing these things. That's just a hunch. I don't know. Dr. Tracy Pfeifer, good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Larry.
Thank you for being on the air with us. Where are you calling from?
New York City.
All right. You have a lot of work up there as a plastic surgeon? I'm guessing you do.
Yes, very popular. Plastic surgery is very popular in New York.
So you get the whole Jerry Seinfeld comedy thing. You get into the cab, you say, well, this guy knows what he's doing. You get that because you do this on a regular basis.
Absolutely. Patients see somebody's performing a procedure and they just assume that person is properly trained and understands all of the possible risks and benefits, and in fact, that's not the case. And unfortunately, even across the country, we've seen patients going to people who are posing as doctors. In fact, they're not physicians at all, and they're performing buttock enhancement where they're doing injections into the buttocks with Lord knows what, but in some cases it's oil and glue and things like that.
Yeah, we had a story down here. Remember this transsexual, I don't know what you call him anymore, but this guy down in Miami was put in jail, and if you look at the pictures, he looks like a girl, but he was whatever.
Yeah.
But he was doing that to other people, too. He was putting injections into their butt, and he was not a doctor at all.
No.
He went to jail for this.
Yeah, and absolutely, and they should go to jail. I mean, people have died from these procedures being performed by unlicensed people posing as doctors, and patients need to be aware that there are people out there who are trying to really, in effect, prey upon them.
So what does this mean? In my notes it says, the skyrocketing demand for a rounder derriere has created a vibrant black market rife with dodgy characters offering highly dangerous injectables as buttock-enhancing options. So is that what they're advertising, that they can do that?
Absolutely. Well, it's more of a word-of-mouth thing where somebody says, why are you going to go to a board-certified plastic surgeon? My friend will do it for $3,000. And once you take a medical procedure and try to make a commodity out of it, and it's very price-driven, people are looking for the lowest price, and it brings people out of the woodwork who are willing to do anything, including risk patients' lives, to make a quick, fast buck. And unfortunately, some patients are susceptible to this, price issue, and they make a poor decision, and they end up going to a person who's not a doctor. I mean, we've had cases where it's being done in hotels, in the basement of, houses. They have absolutely no training. There's no sterility. They don't know what to do if there's an emergency. And unfortunately, people have lost their lives in these situations. So if the price is too low, buyer beware.
And they probably have disregard to age, too, because some plastic surgeons, the board-certified ones, they won't take minors unless you have a parental consent for some reason, maybe because it was an accident, auto accident or burn or something like that.
Absolutely. I mean, a board-certified plastic surgeon is obligated to perform medicine according to the highest ethical standards. So we are not, yes, there is a fee involved, but our primary concern as doctors is to take care of the patient and provide them with the results that they want, but also ensuring their safety. And this is an ethical obligation that we have, and we take it very seriously. So we're not going to operate on somebody who's not healthy or who's underage and can't understand the risks and benefits.
One thing I wanted to point out, that earlier you said that the non-doctors are charging $3,000, and that sounds good to somebody who wants to have their butt enhanced or whatever. Mm-hmm. And now that $3,000 figure may seem low to you because you know what it should cost, but I'm guessing a lot of people don't think that that's low, and they probably think, $3,000, that's probably the going price. A lot of people don't know, right?
Absolutely, they don't know, and that's why it's very important to have several consultations, because in your geographic area, if you have several consultations with board-certified plastic surgeons and you get a quote for the procedure, you'll get an idea of what the standard fee is for that procedure. And if somebody's fee comes in much lower, even if it's a doctor, you have to ask yourself, why is that fee so much lower? A respectable surgeon,
really.
Can charge a certain fee for his skills and her expertise. And if somebody's much lower, you really have to question, why that is.
Why are people so unhappy with their bodies that they're just going in to have these procedures done?
Well, some of it's driven by the celebrities, and everybody wants to, look like Kim Kardashian or whoever the celebrity is of the moment. But you also see people who don't necessarily want to change the way they look, but they want to restore something of what they had in the past. And, they look in the mirror and they see a person who doesn't really reflect, how they feel inside. They feel very young and energetic inside, and they don't feel that the reflection, is consistent, so to speak. And so it really is a very positive thing to enhance how you feel about yourself. It creates a positive energy, and you kind of radiate that to everybody around you. It's not necessarily a vanity thing. It's just wanting to be your best. Like, you want to be healthy, you want to eat good food, you want to exercise, and you want to look your best. And I think it's a very healthy attitude to have.
And I love that answer. And I'm guessing that the people who want to do this, though, who go to the wrong person, there's no turning it back, or is there? Can they fix the damage that was done by a non-professional?
Well, that's such a great question, because a lot of times we really can't. Once the damage is done, we can possibly mitigate it and improve it, but in most cases, you cannot completely restore the person, even to what they were, pre-treatment. There's damage, there's tissue loss, there's contour deformities, and not all of these things are correctable. So patients really need to be very aware of this. And even if it seems like the price for the procedure is low, you have to add in the fact that if you have a complication and you have medical expenses that you weren't planning on with, the high deductibles that people have now, or you have to take time off of work so that because you're hospitalized or you're recuperating, this is very costly and really can impact your life in a lot of ways.
The one thing I wanted to make sure we got out there, we have got about a minute and a half. It's the injectables is kind of the focus of this little interview. Are there do you, as a board certified plastic surgeon, do you use injectables that are actually good injectables?
Absolutely. All the injectables that a board-certified plastic surgeon uses are approved by the FDA for very specific purposes and to be injected into certain parts of the face or the body. We're very familiar with all the different products, all their different properties, and when you would use one over another. So there are lots of great injectable treatments out there. People often run around, you see people looking like what we call filler freaks, where they look a little distorted and kind of out of whack.
Right.
It's important
I see that.
It's
I feel
important.
sorry.
You see it all the time, and when you see it with a celebrity, a patient, your average school teacher comes in and says, well, if this famous actress looks distorted and she has presumably the money to have the very best doctors and she should know who the best doctors are, what's going to happen to little old me? And it's important to understand that if you go to a doctor who's interested in cosmetics, that understands what beauty and balance and proportion and a natural result is, and is not going to try to push you to do more than you're comfortable doing, you can have a natural result with a very low complication rate. And honestly, nobody will know you did anything. You just look the best version of you.
Just a little bit
Wow,
better.
I like that.
Doctor, thank you for being on the air to talk to us about this. Give us a website if there is one, please.
Check smartbeautyguide.com. All of the surgeons on that website are board certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery and have a special interest in cosmetic treatments and surgeries.
Okay, say it one more time.
smartbeautyguide.com.
Smartbeautyguide.com. Okay, excellent. This interview has been recorded. It'll be put up as a podcast, and that link to smartbeautyguide.com will be included on that. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll be right back.
Weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For Tuesday, partly sunny, a thunderstorm in spots for the afternoon with a high of 91 to 95. And then Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low 73 to 77.